Happy Wednesday, everyone. It's Miss Lisa again. Today's pointer is going to be about learning how to float on your back. That is probably the most absolutely essential thing that we can teach kids. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Most children do not float when they first get in the pool, they panic. So, this little lesson is going to be how to help them learn how to relax. One of the things I would like to add is that while we work with your children for 30 minutes a week, it's good if they can practice. So if you can come in an extra time or two, and I know it's hard with our many lessons that we do teach and many things going on in the pool, but to work with your children about floating, especially if they have continually been in the same class over and over again. It's sometimes because they haven't mastered some of the skills, and a back float is probably the hardest thing to master. Today I'm going to have a little demonstration with a friend of mine. This is my little monkey. We call her Molo. And Molo is going to help teach a couple things about floating on your back. The first thing we want to make sure is that you teach them how to fill their lungs up, because the lungs are going to help make them buoyant. So if they can put some air in their lungs and hold it for just a few seconds until they can get their balance and get their, so to speak, sea legs, it will be a better thing. So, Molo, you ready? So here we go. You're going to have them hold their breath, and you're going to hold them under their arm, and you're going to hold their legs or hold their bottom. Now, hopefully children, you can get their feet up. Molo's a little bit limp, so she likes to flail her legs around. So you're going to put one hand here and one hand here under their back, under the small of their back. And as they become more comfortable, because you've got them up close to your face, and as they become more comfortable, you'll eventually take one hand away and put it under their neck and begin to slowly get them away. And this may take several practices before they get relaxed enough to do this. So as you've got them like this and you're talking to them and you're loving on them and you're telling them everything's going to be okay, you need to have them start looking up. Look at the ceiling. Count the ceiling tiles. If you're outside, count the clouds, count the birds. If you're inside in the pool, count the ceiling tiles. Find a number, count to 5. See if you can hold this to 5 and then relax. And then as they eventually begin to relax on their own and you start to pull them away, keep your hand under their neck and your hand under their back. Hopefully by this time their feet will start coming up. And like I said, she's a little loppy. She doesn't always cooperate. What child does? As this begins to happen, you can begin working with things, and you can start at home working with a stick or a broom and have them learn to hold it tight on their belly. And they hold it tight. Let them hold it tight on their belly, because you want them to hold it at their hip level. They need to figure out where their center of gravity is. So if they hold it here, it's going to help them arch their back, look to the ceiling, and learn to keep their feet up so that they can start floating on their back. As they eventually find their center of gravity, start asking them to look like a starfish so that their hands are out to the sides and that their feet are out like a starfish. So that's how you want them to start floating on their backs. Now, you have to start working with them on holding their breath a little bit or taking a deep breath. Now, for me, sometimes that's hard. I have asthma and it becomes a little difficult and I choke, and I'm sure other people will too. But little by little, and then you can have them practice with their goggles on, right? They can practice with their goggles and practice floating on their back. That's Wednesday's lesson. Hope you're having a great day.